toxic top 10 psycho bitches. These are just from movies that I have happened to see. Let me know your favorite psycho bitches in the chat, because I know that I forgot a ton. These were just the ones that came to my head while I was thinking about it. Number 10, and a lot of younger women will hate me for this one. Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Because, you know, you can fuck anything that moves and you can fence jump, but a super-powered simp who lives in a video game world will still fight for you. Right? Wrong.
There you go.
Yeah. When he wound up with her at the end, I almost walked out of the theater. It's ridiculous.
Look at that hair.
I know. Her hair is a different color in virtually every scene.
That screams toxic, man.
Yeah. Poisonous frog, tree frog syndrome. Number 9, Eileen Wuornos from Monster. This one's unique because Eileen Wuornos is a real person. And you can kind of understand her motivations a little bit. She was pretty fucked up in the head. So that's why she's kind of far down on the list, even though she's a real person. Great performance, though.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron. Not so much of a great mom, but a great performer. Number 8, a lot of you guys may not have seen this one. Pearl from X. Pearl and the upcoming Maxine.
I'm not familiar with
this. Is a trilogy of films from director Ty West. The character is played by Mia Goth, both as the young Pearl and the old Pearl. She is a hatchet-murdering woman who, even in her 80s, still can't wait to have her angina-ridden husband jump on top of her and bang while there's a cowering person under the bed. It's a really disturbing moment and a really interesting movie. If you guys haven't seen them, check them out. But take a look at those psycho eyes right there. You ever seen the crazy eyes like that with a nice smile?
Oh, yeah. I've seen lots of crazy.
I will eat your head
like
when
that.
we're done. Quite fantastic.
Yeah.
Number 7. I've alluded to this one on the show before. Pippa from The Voyeurs.
Voyeurs.
This one is currently available for free on Amazon Prime. It is the most savage indictment of modern women that I have seen in years.
What's it called?
The Voyeurs.
The Voyeurs. I have to watch that.
It gets everything about modern women exactly right until somebody at the studio gave the director a note saying she can't be the bad guy. And he shoves his head so far up his ass it circumvents and comes back out the top again, trying to come up with enough plot convolutions to make her the hero in the end. But make no mistake, her wanting to fuck the Hitler Youth across the street got one person killed.
That is pretty bitchy.
A little bit.
I was going to say.
Number 6, y'all know her and love her, Mrs. Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
I remember her.
I don't even have to go into detail about this one. Awesome movie, great performance, and the only reason Betsy Palmer even took the gig is because she needed a new car, and she was positive that the movie was so shitty, no one would see it.
Of course.
Oops.
Didn't work out that way now, did it? That's actually a pretty good movie.
It is. Number 5, and I don't have to introduce this one either, Alex Forrest from Fatal Attraction.
The bunny boiler.
The bunny boiler, exactly.
Now, first of all, you look at her here, right? She's got that, how did we explain that earlier? Psycho
sexy, yes.
Yeah. If you're dick thinking and you're looking across the table at this, you're like, she's pretty crazy, and I bet you she does awesome backward cheetah flips.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make this happen. And you totally don't even think about the fact that she's going to kill your dog, boil your bunny, house, key your car.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I've never thought she was attractive, and when you have Ann Archer at home, you don't go and fuck Glenn Close. You just don't.
Fair enough. But she does have that psycho sexy look.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to
like Brad Pitt's wife.
We're going to get to psycho sexy later.
Yeah.
Believe that. Number 4, Janae.
I fucking hate that cunt.
You want to talk about manipulating people with seduction? Janae. Holy cow. Well, I know that you love me for us, but I'll be back when I'm a single mom with AIDS.
Yeah, and you're a billionaire.
Yep. It's good times.
That entire movie was just one car wreck after the other. Every time she showed up on the screen, I'm like, all right, there's going to be a car wreck or train
He was
wreck.
Captain Simp.
Oh my God, he was.
Captain Simp. Speaking of which, Bella. Number 3, Bella Swan from the Twilight saga.
See, I didn't watch any of the Twilight. I like my foo drinks too much.
Had these books and films actually been written well, it could have been a very interesting, in-depth look into the mind of a psychotic bitch. Instead, I think they're completely unaware she's even the bad guy. Just kind of like Jenny and Forrest Gump.
It's Twilight shit. It's all like just mild porn.
I mean, she doesn't even just use two guys against each other. In the process of trying to use one guy to make the other one jealous, bless you, she turns whole civilizations against each other and nearly triggers an all-out war. Just because she wants necrotic vampire cock in her pussy.
Sounds
She's such a necromantic.
sounds logical. A necromantic.
Number 2, I may be alone in this, but Alice Cridge
I don't even know who that is.
in everything she's ever starred in. I'm not talking about her performances. I'm just talking about her as a person.
What movies has she been
This
in?
is her from Ghost Story,
Oh,
which she spends half of that movie naked, and I'm still creeped out by her the entire time.
is that the one where there's the body at the end that falls out of the car?
I believe so. It begins with the dude who looks like Bill Maher falling to his death in one of the world's worst blue screen effects, and he's unfortunately fully nude when it happens.
That's an old movie too, because I saw that in high school.
Yeah, it was like 1980. Fred Astaire was in it. A lot of older actors from back in the day. So it's definitely worth checking out. Just skip past the green screen penis if you can afford to.
Yeah.
You may also know her from Sleepwalkers, where she plays a supernatural creature who likes to fuck her own son.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That's Stephen King, wasn't it? Tommy
Yes,
Knockers.
yes.
Tommy Knockers.
No, this was Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalker.
It's called Sleepwalkers. Yeah, I believe it was written directly for the screen, and it was just another reason why Mick Garris and Stephen King are good on TV, but not good in the theater.
Okay.
Yuck. But y'all, if you don't know who she is yet, you'll definitely remember her from Star Trek First Contact as the Borg Queen.
Yes.
You want to talk about psycho sexy?
That's psycho sexy.
There it is. Oh,
you're right. Everything she does is creepy over the top.
But number 1, and I wonder if there's going to be people out there who agree with me on this. And yes, I absolutely agree with Asami from Audition. She definitely needs to be on a different list. Number 1, Mrs. Eleanor Shaw Iselin from The Manchurian Candidate.
Huh. You're going way back.
She is not afraid to use her own son for political gains, like using brainwashing techniques, the whole 9 yards. She's prepared to like take over the country with communism using brainwashing from like wherever the fuck. I think it comes from some Asian countries.
Well, they're doing it now.
Yeah, but this was one of the first chick villains I remember seeing as a kid, where I was just like, her deviousness really, really stuck with me.
Yep.
So that is my toxic top 10 for the week. Hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, if you have other ideas, Plains Warrior submitted Asami from Audition, which is an absolute masterpiece from the early 2000s by Takashi Miike from Japan. If you haven't seen that, wow. Absolutely seek
I haven't
it out.
seen it.
Oh, it's messed up.
Yeah.
There are people who still have not forgiven me for showing them Audition. It's that scary.
Okay.
Well, what makes it great is that for the first 3/4 of it, it seems like an honest-to-goodness drama. And then all of a sudden, the director rips the rug out from under you, and all you can do is just sit there with your jaw on the floor, wondering how the hell did we get here? Yeah. But it's logically consistent all the way through. Look up some movie clips from Audition. If you don't get interested, I'll be shocked.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.